As the New Year's bells ring across Genoa City, the joyous atmosphere of 2025 is shattered by two horrific crimes. Ian Ward, who once terrorized the small town, returns with a calculated kidnapping plot, while Jordan, his cunning accomplice, secretly drugged Sharon Newman, a brutal act that turns many lives upside down. These events are not only the culmination of the old year, but also the beginning of a new chapter of tragedy and danger. Ian Ward, who once sowed fear throughout Genoa City, has returned with a dark plot. He kidnaps Tessa Porter, a promising young singer, and holds her hostage. This act is not just revenge but part of a larger plan to sow chaos. Tessa, tied up in a dark room, tries to maintain hope despite knowing full well Ian's evil and scheming nature. He threatens her relentlessly, forcing her to listen to lectures about betrayal and revenge. In a moment of panic, Tessa gasps for air, trying to find a way to escape, but Ian's overwhelming presence leaves her with no way out. Jordan and Sharon Newman, betrayal in the shadows. Jordan, under Ian's orders, has been secretly infiltrating Sharon Newman's life. Known for her dangerous charm, Jordan acts as a loyal puppet, carrying out Ian's every plan without hesitation. However, on New Year's Eve, she goes further by sedating Sharon with an illegal drug, leaving Sharon in a life-threatening condition. Nick, who has always had a premonition of something wrong with Sharon, discovers the signs of trouble. He surreptitiously collects samples of Sharon's discarded pills and brings them to the lab for testing. The results show that the pills are laced with a dangerous chemical, but no one knows who is behind this action and the true purpose of this action. The cracks in the criminal alliance. Ian and Jordan are not the perfect couple they once thought they were. When Ian discovers that Jordan has been adjusting Sharon's medication dosage without permission, he explodes in anger. Ian, with his keen survival instincts, fears that any traces will lead back to him. In his rage, Ian forces Jordan to improve his disguise and keep his whereabouts secret. However, the growing conflict between the two accomplices begins to emerge. Ian ventures out more, despite the risk of being discovered. Meanwhile, Jordan becomes nervous and prone to making mistakes, raising suspicions in the Genoa City community. Mariah, always sensitive to the unusual, becomes the first to notice Ian's presence. When she catches him violently holding Tessa in his arms, the clues begin to come together. Mariah senses the danger looming but is determined to save her best friend. With the help of Nick and other characters, she begins to plot to overthrow Ian and Jordan's plot. New Year's Challenge: will justice be served? The end of 2024 not only marks the beginning of a new year, but also opens a new chapter of tension in the fight against two villains. Ian and Jordan, despite their internal conflicts, still pose a great threat to Genoa City. Can Nick, Mariah, and the others uncover the truth and rescue Sharon and Tessa in time? Or will Ian continue to plunge the town into terror? One thing is for sure, Genoa City will never be the same. The first days of 2025 will witness the outbreak of a war for justice, and all eyes are on the future of the main characters in this challenging journey. Ian Ward, with his black hat and cold eyes, appears like a ghost from the past. He kidnaps Tessa Porter, a promising young singer, and holds her captive in an abandoned house. Tessa, though terrified, remains resilient, trying to find a way to escape Ian's control. But the danger increases as Ian not only threatens but also forces her to participate in his mysterious plans. Mariah, Tessa's best friend and ex-lover, quickly notices something is wrong. One day, she accidentally finds Ian holding Tessa tightly while she gasps for breath, full of despair. The sight makes Mariah shudder, but also spurs her into action. She knows that she must face danger to save Tessa, despite Ian's threats. While Ian carries out his kidnapping plot, Jordan, his accomplice, has another mission. Under the disguise of a glamorous woman with a blonde wig, Jordan sneaks into Sharon Newman's house. As the clock strikes 12, she sedates Sharon with a mysterious drug, leaving Sharon unconscious and defenseless. In the tense and intrigue-filled world of Genoa City, Victor Newman and Jack Abbott once again face off in a ruthless battle. This war is not only about personal conflicts, but also involves strategic moves to gain control and dominance in the marketplace. Victor Newman and the devious strategy. Victor Newman, a shrewd and ambitious leader, sees an opportunity to counter Jack Abbott. This time, he focuses on sabotaging Glissade, a company Jack recently purchased from another competitor for a bargain price. Jack's decision to retain these units and even rename them Jabot Classic is a bold move. It is not only a way to create something new, but also a way to honor Jabot's glorious past. Handing over the leadership of Glissade to Diane Jenkins only makes Jack more confident in his vision. However, it was this decision that sparked Victor's anger. Having originally intended to turn Glissade into an empty shell to be destroyed, Victor could not accept Jack turning it into a valuable asset in the hands of Jabot. Victor saw this as a direct challenge to his authority. Michael and the revenge plan. Unwilling to give up, Victor decided to meet with his trusted lawyer, Michael Baldwin, to discuss how to deal with Jack. Although Michael was quite wary and concerned about the feasibility of the plan, Victor insisted that he find a way to carry it out. For Victor, this was not just a matter of business, but also a matter of honor and power. Victor's strategy was not only to cause financial damage but also to target Jack's reputation and image. Victor knew that if he wanted to bring Jack down, he would need to act decisively and subtly. He believed that, with Michael's help, this plan could deliver a fatal blow. Jack Abbott in the power race. On the other side, Jack Abbott is not an easy person to defeat. As a shrewd and decisive leader, Jack quickly realized that Victor was plotting against him. Victor's continued targeting of Glissade and Jabot is a clear sign that the competition will not stop here. Jack has great faith in Diane Jenkins, who is now taking on the role of Glissade leader with strategic vision. Diane not only brings innovation but also helps strengthen Jack's position against Victor. With the support of the Jabot team and belief in his development plan, Jack is ready to respond to any attack from Victor. The never-ending cycle of revenge. The confrontation between Victor and Jack is not only a battle in the boardroom but also spreads to the legal and business arenas. With each attack from Victor, Jack tries to find a stronger way to respond. This makes the cycle of revenge between the two increasingly fierce. Victor, with his determination and relentless fighting spirit, believes that he will win the final victory. Meanwhile, Jack, with his optimism and belief in his abilities, is also determined to not let Victor achieve his goal. These two men, each with their own strategy and ambition, will continue to push the battle until one of them falls. The rivalry between Victor Newman and Jack Abbott affects not only the two of them, but also deeply affects the entire Genoa City. Those who stand on Victor and Jack's side are caught up in this relentless battle. Will Victor be able to carry out his cunning plan, or will Jack continue to hold his ground against the attacks? The answer may lie in the strategies that both will deploy in the future. In the scheming and calculating world of Genoa City, the long-standing feud between Victor Newman and Jack Abbott has escalated once again, sending the two into a never-ending spiral. The story revolves not only around the two powerful men, but also spreads the consequences to personal relationships, families, and even the fate of the corporations they run. Victor, with the instinct of a warrior who never backs down, is preparing to execute a top-secret strategy to take down Jack Abbott. This time, his target is not only Jack, but also the entire Jabot Corporation, the symbol of success and pride of the Abbott family. The Young and the Restless spoilers reveal that Jabot will soon become an even bigger target in this war. Victor not only wants to deal a devastating blow to the corporation, but also wants to take advantage of this opportunity to shake the relationship between Jack and Diane Jenkins. He believes that destroying Jack's personal and professional connections is the most effective way to undermine him completely. While viewers are eager to see what happens next, one thing is for sure: this confrontation will continue to bring the drama and surprises that make The Young and the Restless so irresistible. Sharon's lover, Nick Newman, quickly realizes something is amiss. With a strong protective instinct, he finds the pills that Sharon accidentally threw away. After taking them to the lab, Nick discovers that the pills are laced with an illegal substance, a substance whose true purpose or origin is unknown. Ian and Jordan, though partners in crime, are not on the same page. When Ian discovers that Jordan has been adjusting Sharon's medication dosage without permission, he becomes furious, believing that this action could expose them. Ian's anger forces Jordan to heighten his level of secrecy and vigilance. However, the tension between the two grows, making their alliance fragile. Ian, with a strong survival instinct, begins to venture out more. He knows that time is not on his side, but he still wants to control the situation. Meanwhile, Jordan becomes unstable and anxious, leading to dangerous mistakes. They face not only the risk of being discovered, but also their own doubts and internal conflicts. Nick, with the help of Mariah, begins to search for answers. Their investigation is aimed not only at rescuing Tessa and Sharon, but also at uncovering Ian and Jordan's plot. Mariah, with her intelligence and courage, becomes the pioneer in tracking Ian's movements. Meanwhile, Nick is determined to protect Sharon and get her out of danger. Mariah is not only a loyal friend but also the first to discover Ian's presence. When she sees him holding Tessa, she knows that time is running out. With the support of their loved ones, Mariah and Nick devise a plan to rescue Tessa and Sharon, and confront the two notorious villains. The events of New Year's Eve have plunged Genoa City into a new year filled with tension and challenges. Ian and Jordan, despite their internal conflicts, remain major threats. Can Nick, Mariah and the others prevail in this battle for justice? Or will Ian and Jordan's darkness continue to haunt the town? Whatever the answer, 2025 will certainly not be peaceful. This battle is not only about justice, but also about love, sacrifice and the power of courage. The people of Genoa City, once again, face great challenges, but with the hope that light will triumph over darkness. Subscribe to our channel to stay updated with the latest news.